So the perfect testimonial for your design portfolio. One of the key things that we must do in our design portfolios is to build trust with our website visitors. Now, people who are looking to work with us want to hear about what others have said. They want to hear about others' experiences about working with us. And the best way to build this trust is in fact testimonials. And testimonials are a really key part of getting that person to call you up, to actually transfer the money, to doing these things where they're investing not only their time, but also their money into you as a freelancer, or maybe if you're applying for a job, into interviewing you and investing time into giving you a shot at the job. Again, testimonials help with all of these things. And so today, I want to take you through what I believe to be the most ideal and also most simple testimonial for your design portfolio or for your CV. We can put testimonials in a lot of places. So let me take you through now the perfect design testimonial. At least the perfect design testimonial in my opinion. So take it what you will. So let's navigate over here to my personal website. Now we're going to scroll down to part of my website where I have testimonials. Now these testimonials aren't even designed the way I like them. I'm going to redo the design, but for the purposes of the video, it's actually a really good layout because it's very simple and it allows the user to see one testimonial at a time. Now, in terms of, let's just take a look at the first testimonial here. The first thing that I want to show you is, obviously, it has to have some text here. Now, the key here is to not have too much. When someone's scrolling through your testimonial section, maybe you're not going to have one at a time. You might have one here, one here. You might have 4, 5, 8 different testimonials. And so what's really important is that you don't overload the user with too many words. They want to hear something short and sweet. So as you can see right here, we have a testimonial which is roughly, I guess, like 3.5 lines long. And that's actually what I find the perfect amount to be. And as we scroll down, you'll see that all my testimonials are basically the same size. Try to keep it shorter to around 30 to 40 words. And if it goes above 50 words, say, try break it into 2 paragraphs because it's going to help the user read that content and understand that content. And what you might find is if you don't break it up into bite-sized chunks for the user, they might not read any of the testimonials. They might just look at the logo or the name. Now that we've discussed the length, how many words you should have in your testimonial, let's talk about what the actual content should say. Now, there are 2 things that your testimonial should be discussing. It's either the results of the project, so we increased conversions by 10%, we got this many more users, actual numbers, or the experience of working with you. Now, these are the 2 most important things and the 2 most powerful things that your prospects are going to care about hearing. So they want to know that you can generate them results, and they also want to know that you're actually a nice person to work with. So when you're asking for testimonials from your clients, make sure that you obviously ask when it's been a very successful project and tell the person what to write. Be like, hey, if you could tell me a bit about what results we generated and I could put in a testimonial, that would be awesome. Or how was your experience working with me? Did you like me? Obviously say it how you would, but basically show them that you want them to talk about either the results of the project or their positive experience working with you. We want to power up our testimonials to be the best that they can be. So next thing I'm going to recommend you to do is add the company logo above the text. This is great because it just adds more weight to the testimonial. It verifies right off the bat that this is a testimonial from a company. What we also want is to have the name and the position of the marketer, the team member that actually worked with us. It's normally going to be our point of contact. If you can get a high ranking member, you might be able to ask them, hey, would the CEO be able to give me a quick testimonial about how they're happy with the project, maybe the results, and maybe could you write something about how it was like working with me as the point of contact? You might be able to get 2 testimonials out of that, which would be really nice if you're just starting out. In this case, you want to write the person's first and last name, and you want to also add their position in the company down below. So at this point, we have a nice, short, punchy testimonial. We have a client logo. We have the person's name and their position in the company of who gave us this testimonial. Now, one of the last really important things that I would recommend is having a photo of the person. This is super easy because on everyone's LinkedIn, they have a professional photo. So it's as simple as going to that person's LinkedIn, downloading that photo and adding it with the testimonial. And this is going to really help, again, add more weight to the testimonial. If you can imagine a testimonial just a bit of text with someone's name, okay, But what about with their photo, their position, their company logo, you know? This is really gonna help your testimonials go further and be more impressive. So this is it. This is what I'm talking about. This is what your testimonials should be looking like. And this is what I recommend to my friends, other freelancers, and anyone who's looking for a job even. Testimonials have so much power, and they can be across all of your touch points with your customers, in the proposal, in your website, in your emails with your prospects. They're just ways to increase your chances of actually getting respect and getting trust from the prospect. So one last thing I want to touch on is, if you're in design school, you don't have any testimonials yet, what I recommend is asking your professors, your tutors, for feedback on your work, and ask them for feedback about the positive things and the negative things. The positive things, they're going to be put into your testimonials, and you can add a picture of your professor, the university where they work at, put the logo there, and put their their professor position, I guess. And for the negative feedback, then obviously you want to work through that and improve your design skills. So that's what I recommend for design students. So thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe for more content about how to build the best design portfolio that gets you hired. And I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.